to take place for landmarks. The first conducted by Sushrita around 600 BC. In this respect, Indian surgery remained ahead of European. No virus, correct. Actually, many viruses can do survive in ocean waters. In fact, oceans are teeming with viruses, especially bacteriophages. Viruses that infect bacteria, marine viruses play a critical role in controlling the virus can infect bacteria. The virus can survive in ocean water, teeming with viruses, especially bacteriophages viruses that infect bacteria. Bacteriophages, viruses that infect bacteria, marine viruses play a critical role in controlling microbial population and cycling nutrients. A virus can infect bacteria. This is finally wrong. Bacteriophages are various viruses that especially infect bacteria. They are widely studied in microbiology and even considered for phage therapy as an alternative to antibiotics. Viruses are obligate intercellular parasites, meaning they must utilize the host cell. This can infect bacteria. Viruses that infect bacteria. Marine viruses play a critical role in monitoring microbial population and cycling nutrients. No virus can infect bacteria. Any virus can do survive in ocean water. They are factually wrong. Bacteriophages are viruses that especially infect bacteria. They are widely studied in microbiology and even considered for phage therapy as an alternative to antibiotics. Viruses are obligate intercellular parasites, meaning they must utilize the host cell machinery to replicate. Key part of their life cycle often involves manipulating the host cell. Key part of the life cycle is transcriptional activity. Viruses can inhibit the synthesis of host cell, DNA, RNA, and proteins. Viruses can inhibit synthesis of. They encode their own transcription factors or protein in there to interact with the host transactions. Factors to alter his host. Actually, following not a bird. Golden mahseer is not a bird, but a fish. Golden mahseer. It is also spoonbill, white ibis, Indian nightjar. Large shrimp are known to be toughest among the freshwater sport fish. Fishes that can establish symbiotic relationship with other organisms. Symbiotic, both mutually coexistence. Symbiotic relationships. Actually, fungi and protozoa. Fungi and protozoa. Symbiotic relationship are the species that establish symbiotic relationship with the other organism. This relationship is known as the symbiosis. Symbiosis is a close ecological relationship Similarly, some protozoans like sporozoans complete the life cycle in two hosts, male female. Anopheles, this type is symbiotic relationship called parasitism. Parasitism. Ecological relationship of two organisms of different species. Actually, symbiosis is a close ecological relationship of organisms of different species. Fungi shows association with the algae, such of lichens, algae lichens, with roots of higher plants called mycorrhiza, higher plant root. These types of symbiotic relationship called mutualism. Similarly, protozoans like sporozoans complete the life cycle of protozoan in two hosts, male and female anopheles. These types of symbiotic relationships. Actually, fungi protozoa symbiotic relationships. Oyster is example of a filter feeding organism. Oyster. Actually, oyster. A filter feeder. Filter feeder is oyster. Oyster is an example of a filter feeder. Mainly found in cemented of rocks of a hard substance. Oyster filters through which water can easily pass through, and microorganism in the water get captured on which they is oyster feed. They also help in removing nitrogen from water. They also removing nitrogen from water. Other option can be explained as starfish. Among the following bacteria, fungi can be grown. Actually, bacteria, fungi, and virus. These are synthetic. Among the following bacteria and fungi can be grown in artificial, synthetic. Bacteria and fungi. Bacteria and fungi. Artificial, synthetic. Grown artificial, synthetic medium. They don't need a specific living host. Fungi. They need a living host to multiply, hence they can be grown in artificial medium. Bacteria and fungi can live. Following kinds of organism. Food chain of question. Following kinds of organism. Above are primary producer in the food chain. Food chain is primary producer. 2, 3. Cyanobacteria and diatoms. Cyanobacteria and Cyanobacteria and diatoms. Primary producer in the food chain. Diatoms are considered as the primary producer of the food chains of the ocean. This is because they underpin almost all marine animals by generating most of the oxygen and food that provide other organisms with the chemical energy they need to exist. Diatoms are considered as the primary producer in the food chain. Underpin almost all marine animals by generating most of the oxygen and food that provide other organisms which the chemical energy they need to exist. This is because they underpin almost the marine animals by generating most of the oxygen that provide the organism with the chemical energy they need to exist. Actually, primary producer in the food chains. Following statement. Bacteria, fungi, plants. This is because of they underpin almost all marine animals. Generating most of the oxygen. Food they provide the organism with chemical energy. Bacteria, fungi. Where a virus can infect. Virus infect bacteria. All the given statements are correct. Viruses can infect almost all kind of host that has living cells. And fungi, plants, almost any kind of host, animals, plants, fungi, bacteria can get infected by virus. It can replicate outside, only inside the living cell of an organism. It can inside of the organism, plant, animal, fungi. Organism, which one does not belongs to class of the three? Actually, which one does not belong to the class of other three? Crab, mighty, scorpion, spider. Spider, scorpion, mighty. Crab. Echinodermata. Does not belong to. Crab is belong to the phylum Arthropoda. And class Malacostraca, which rest of three is mighty, scorpion, spider, phylum Arthropoda. But class phylum Arthropoda. Class crab, Malacostraca and Arcanida class. Arcanida. Actually, improper handling or storage of cereal grains and oilseeds result in production of aflatoxins, which are not generally destroyed by normal cooking process. Aflatoxin. Improper handling of storage of cereal grains. Production of toxin known as the alphoxin. Normal cooking process. Alphoxin are produced by actually improper handling. See. Handling and storage of cereal grains also result in the production of toxins known as the aflatoxin. These don't generally get destroyed by norms. Actually, sea cow. Mammal ba mammals. Mammals sea cow and sea lion are the example of mammals. Sea lion. Seahorse hippocampus is the fish that belongs to star phylum. So the phylum Chordata. It names after interior and is shaped like a head and neck of a horse. Phylum Chordata, seahorse. Actually, seahorse. Hippopotamus is a fish that belongs to Subphylum Chordata. A name so as it to anterior in the shape like head and neck of a horse. It is anterior. Head and neck of a horse. Statement correct. Viruses lack enzymes necessary for development. Actually, seahorse is a fish that belongs to phylum Chordata. So it's anterior and shaped the head of neck of horse. So correct. Virus lack enzymes necessary for generation of energy. Virus lack of culture. Virus can be cultured in any synthetic medium. Viruses can be cultured. Viruses are transmitted from one organism to another by biological vectors. Transmitted from one organism to another by biological vectors. They lack enzyme necessary. Generation of energy. Lack enzyme necessary for generation of energy. Viruses are transmitted. This is because viruses don't have the capacity to survive on their own and need of living host for their survival. Actually, viruses can culture in synthetic medium. Necessary of generation of energy. This is because viruses don't have the capacity to survive in their own and need a living host survival. Energy. Enzyme necessary. Statement 2-3 is correct. Because viruses cannot grow in synthetic medium, hence they need to host into which can transfer their DNA and can be replaced by virus. Viruses. King cobra is the only snake that makes its own nest. Because king cobra is a oviparous snake and lays egg, the nest guards the nest until they are hatched. King cobra female gathers large quantities of fallen leaves, other rotten vegetation into which a class 50 eggs are laid and guarded over till complete incubation period of large quantities of fallen leaves, rotten vegetation into which a clutch of 50 eggs are laid and guarded over till complete incubation period or hatched. Which feature? Which feature of some species of blue-green algae helps promoted by fertilizer? Blue-green algae. Cyanobacteria is blue-green algae. Special mechanism of converting atmospheric nitrogen into form they can be readily absorbed by plants. During the crop growth cycle, the blue-green algae grow, multiply, fix atmospheric nitrogen. Blue-green algae grow, multiply, fix atmospheric nitrogen and make available to the crop by way of excretion and autolysis. Cyanobacteria, also known as the blue-green algae BGA, have a specialized cell, heterocyst, that fixes nitrogen. BGA form a significant component of the marine nitrogen cycle and an important primary producer in many areas of the ocean. They are also found in habitats other than the marine environment. Atmosphere nitrogen into and during the crop growth cycle, blue green algae grow multiply. Fix atmosphere nitrogen and make available to the crop. Excision and anthracis, cyanobacteria. Blue green algae have a specialized cell heterocyst. BG, significant component of the marine nitrogen cycles and important primary producers. Panda belongs to the same family as that of panda. Panda is a bear. Red panda also known as the cat bear and lesser panda belongs to the same family as. They are largely herbivores and change endemic species. Red panda lives in temperate climates in deciduous and coniferous forests, usually with an understory of bamboo and hollow trees. Bamboo and hollow trees. Actually, hollow trees. In which of the following kind of organism? Actually, it's a phenomenon found wherein the female kills the male after copulation. Spider. Actually, spider kills the male after copulation is found in spiders. This phenomenon is termed sexual cannibalism. Male. Special case in which a female organism kills and consumes male of the same species after copulation. Other forms of cannibalism are widespread in the animal kingdom. Only spider, after copulation, eat upon the male. Among the following, which one lay eggs and does not produce young ones directly? Young and directly. Eggs. Among the given mammals, Echidna lay eggs and does not produce young ones directly. Echidna is the only egg-laying oviparous. None of the monotremes. Female lays a single soft-shelled leathery egg 22 days after mating and deposited directly into her pouch. Soft-shelled after mating, leathery egg, soft-shelled leathery eggs after mating. These animals are placed in a group called metatherians. Metatherians. Placed in a group called metatherians, they form the connective link between prototherian and eutherian. Form connecting link between prototherian and eutherian. Amoeba reproduces by fission. Amoeba. You are right. All unicellular organisms reproduces by asexual method. Actually, amoeba reproduces by fission. All unicellular organisms reproduce by asexual methods. No. Amoeba is single-celled animal. It produces by sexually reproduction. Fission is one of the asexual reproduction to produce offspring. All unicellular. A amoeba reproduces sexual. The common blue-green algae, Spirogyra and Ulothrix are found in both reservoir actually I'm a single cell animal. All single replaces fission. Actual fission it is one of the accessory reproduction method. Amoeba divides into two and produces offspring. Common blue-green algae, Sparagoda and Illothryx are found in both freshwater ponds and oceans. Blue-green algae, Sparagoda and Illothryx. Common BGA. The chameleon can look actually because common green algae, Sparagoda and Illothryx are found in both freshwater ponds and ocean. Chameleon can look ahead with one eye and at the same time look behind with another. Chameleon looks too. Common blue-green algae, Sparagoda and Illothryx, both freshwater ponds and ocean. Because of chameleon can actually see forward and backward at the same time, they can move their eyes completely independent of one another. Any direction giving them almost 30-60 vision. They can also focus their eyes focus on their eyes. Actually, chameleon can ahead. Common blue images Sparagoda Illothryx found in both freshwater. Actually see forward and backward same time. Move their eyes completely independently of one another can see in almost any direction, giving them almost 360 vision. They can also focus their eyes and enlarge. Actually, because chameleon can different eyes. Sometimes look behind. Independent of one another, one can see almost direction giving them almost 360 degree. They can also focus their eyes. Focus kariପାରିବ. One can enlarge what are looking just like camera kariପାରିବ. Lens with a zoom. One is incorrect because Sparagoda and Illothryx are not categorized as blue-green algae. No. Instead belong to class Chlorophyca green algae. It's a Russell, red snake, king cobra diet. King cobra diet is mainly composed of other snakes, pythons, tree snakes, other venomous snakes. Ricefield leaf, red panda. Methane is major greenhouse gas. Ricefield domestic animal, coal mining, wetland. Methane in these anaerobic circumstances, microbes degrade organic materials and create a methane as a byproduct. In anaerobic circumstances, microbes degrade organic material and create a methane as a byproduct. In anaerobic circumstances, coal mining generates methane. It is commonly trapped inside coal seams. When a coal is extracted, the methane is coal mining generates methane. It is commonly trapped inside coal seams. Coal is extracted, the methane is discharged into the atmosphere. Domestic animal produces methane, cattle, sheep. Methane during the digestion process that remain a portion of animal's stomach produces methane during male fermentation. Rumen. Wetland produces methane. Wetland including swamp and marshes are naturally produces methane.